All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation. Friday night, Knicks. Knicks go down in the QC looking to redeem themselves. Knicks starters, by the way, after an embarrassing performance against the Bucks. And it looked good early, man. You wanted this team to come out with energy, and they did that in the first half. You wanted Kemba to step his game up, and he did that in a major way. 17 first quarter points. The Hornets had no answer for him. JD thought he won some money on Prize Picks. Everything was clicking. And then once again, the third quarter of doom gets us again. You had sloppy play. You had everybody was getting cooked. RJ was getting cooked. Kemba getting cooked. Julius forcing the ball. Nobody passing the ball. Knicks starters get outscored 29-11 in the third quarter. Third quarter of doom once again, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, it was the bench to bring us back into this thing. IQ, electric. Obi, electric. Derrick Rose did his thing. My guy Alec Burks, of course. But then Tibbs brings back some starters with 4 minutes left. He goes back to Julius. He goes back to RJ and goes back to Kemba with 4 minutes left. And the Knicks get outscored 13-3. They get ran out of the gym. Miles Bridges schooling Julius Randle back-to-back plays. Knicks lose 104-96, man. Disappointing loss. Knicks postgame live presented by Manscaped, CP the Franchise, Ashley Moss, JD Sports Talk. Who do we blame for this loss tonight? It's the question of the night. Is it the rotations? Is it Tibbs? Is it the starters? I see a lot of Julius flack all over social media. Where are you going tonight is the question. Ash kicks us off. Well, how you feeling tonight?
It's I usually am really good at finding the optimism even in a loss, and even I don't have the words to explain what transpired in this game, especially in the last 2 minutes of the game. My blame is going to Tibbs. Here's why. The players do what the coach tells them to do. It's up to the coach to go ahead and be the leader of the ship, to be, the one steering the boat in the right direction. Why Tibbs took out Obi, who had the hot hand in that moment, to put in Julius Randle, who was having an atrocious game, did not even score a bucket until almost the end of the second quarter. Why you take out somebody who is playing exceptionally well, why you mess with that second unit is so egregious and so asinine that it's infuriating. I don't understand the logic. There's not anybody who can explain to me the logic, because it does not make sense. You don't do that. There was nothing wrong with that second unit. There was nothing wrong with the way that Obi was moving and grooving out there, word to Clyde Frazier. And you go ahead, because you have a love affair with the vets on the team, and Julius Randle's supposed to be that guy, and you want to go ahead and fit a triangle into a circle peg. You want to go ahead and make something work that isn't going to work and isn't going to work in this particular game happen. So you are so stubborn that you go ahead and you try to make it work. Let me give you a stat. This is an atrocious stat, but it's a real one.
Let's go.
All of our starters are -78 in their minutes tonight. That is the worst defensive rating in the history of the NBA. Not just this game, not just this season, the worst defensive rating in the history of the NBA.
Terrible.
And I know for a fact Tibbs had that clipboard, and he's seeing the trajectory of the way that this game is going with that lineup, and he still continued to use it. That's a problem.
JD, let's hear it, bro.
Ash went to the coach, and I'm gonna go to the players. This is the biggest issue with this team right now is they're a bunch of inconsistent players. Each and every one of these players have had a great game at some point this season. Fournier the first game. RJ went through that stretch. Kemba a little bit the first game. Kemba tonight. And they haven't been able to put it all together in one game. And that's been the issue. When you look at the team on paper and you look at their potential, you see how potent they can be offensively. But it doesn't mean anything if you're not able to put that performance together in a game. And following up with the leader and captain with Julius Randle, 4 for 15 tonight, not cutting it. Defensively, not cutting it. And listen, RJ's not playing well right now. Broadway Barrett right now, he's looking like Canal Street Barrett.
Oh my God.
He's not looking good right now. And listen, he's playing a vital position where if he can't contribute offensively, he can still impact the game defensively. And tonight he was outplayed by Gordon Hayward. Yeah. It's been a position of weakness for us right now, and was supposed to be a position of strength. And listen, RJ's my favorite player on the Knicks, personally. But sometimes you even have to show your favorite player some tough love. And right now, RJ is struggling. He is struggling offensively. He is struggling defensively. And Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier is another player you paid a lot of money to. He's a starter. And right now, since the first game against the Celtics, since that game, he's been averaging 11 points, shooting 39% from the field, and shooting 34% from three. That is not what the Knicks were signing up for. And not finishing games. Not finishing games. You kind of knew what you were going to get defensively. But again, we're not canceling out our weaknesses because our offense is not coming through. And so for me, I'm looking at Randle, I'm looking at RJ, and I'm looking at Fournier in that order.
Here's where I'm going. And salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks post-game live presented by Manscaped. CP the franchise, Ashley Moss here, JD Sports Talk.
And before you go in, I mean, for people who are confused about the stat, so that's not negative 78 in just today's game. The starting five of Kemba, Fournier, Barrett, Randle, and Robinson, they've played the most minutes thus far this season. And they are negative 78 in the minutes that they have played so far this season as a collective unit. So that is the worst by any five-man lineup in the history of the NBA, just for people who are confused by the stat line.
And CP, if I may quickly add to the three players, because I know you'll probably get to that third quarter as well, which was a key, pivoting point to the game. In that third quarter, RJ, Fournier, and Randle shot 1 for 11, 0 of 5 from 3, 2 turnovers. No free throws. And for the game, they shot 7 of 34 and 2 of 10 from 3. That's 3 starters right there.
And that's why, bro, I'm going with the players, and for a couple of reasons. Tibbs looked at this second unit that he went all the way in with against the Milwaukee Bucks. They got gas in the end. They deserved to finish. I thought it was a good way to send a message to the starters. But there was no doubt that second unit got gassed in the end. I can't speak for him, but I think when you're asking that second unit to play from just about the 2-minute mark into the third quarter to end the game, I don't think that's realistic. Because they had spent so much energy trying to get us back into this thing, which they did so well. Now, Obi, I would leave Obi in because Julius has just been a disaster for us. I would have left Obi in. But I felt like Tibbs, it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Han said it best on the post-game show. I felt like he was caught in between. What I did want him to do was go to the bench earlier in the third when the starters were getting flamed. I mean, you talked about RJ Barrett, JD. He started the third quarter losing Gordon Hayward on a cut. Got scored on. Next play, Gordon Hayward for 3. Kemba gets cooked in the pick and roll. 2 back-to-back possessions for a 3-pointer. Julius forcing shots all over the place. He's got guys wide open. He's doing double pump fadeaways in the lane. It just made no sense, bro. The passes were sloppy. Turnovers here, there, and everywhere. You have the worst defensive team in the league Probably 5th worst in terms of sending opponents to the free throw line. And between your 3 starters, Julius, RJ, and Fournier, you mount 4 free throw attempts, all by Julius. No aggressiveness, no athleticism in this starting 5. Straight porous, bro. And the thing that got me was that you start the first quarter with so much energy. You're moving the ball, Kemba's scoring. 3rd quarter, you come out dead. Flat. No life. And get ran out the gym. So it's a tough call for Tibbs because, like I said, that second unit is cooking. My guy Burks came to play. IQ was electric. IQ cuts the lead to 4 to end the 3rd quarter. D Rose comes in. He's got a banged up hand. He had 2 nice possessions with the back-to-back runners in the lane. Obi with the windmill dunk. But by the time they tie the game at 93 apiece, it's 4 minutes left. We put Julius, Kemba, RJ back in, and they go on a 13-3 run to end the game. Frustrating, man.
And if you go earlier to the bench in the 3rd, maybe you start the 4th with Rose on the bench.
Right.
And then that would allow you to get 3-4 minutes maybe, and then you can bring him back to the game, and he has enough to close the game. And that's why, the theme for me is just inconsistent from the players to the coaching staff. Yeah. I mean, I know he's a coach of the year, but coaches have off nights too. Like coaches, they have off nights too. They're not, it's not only the players, the coaches do have off nights. So, but I think at the same time, I think Tibbs is just the whole thing is inconsistent, man. The whole thing is a mess right now because I know the coach is trying to, because he basically went with the same theme as last game, where he went with the hot hand, and then you saw they didn't have enough to close it. They were gassed. Yeah. Same thing tonight, but he did it the other way around with the starters, and we saw the result.
I have to disagree a little bit with this ideology that, coaches have bad nights too. And that's fine. And that's accurate. I'm not going to say that's not true. I'm not going to say that doesn't happen, but there needs to come a point where we have the real conversation that it seems that every single night when we lose, and even in the games that we win, although the scenario changes, the foundation of what we talk about when it comes to Tibbs is the same. The rotations do not match what is happening on the court in real time. I hear what you guys are saying that, he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't tonight. I'm a firm believer that he could have kept that second unit out there longer. There was no reason to bring Julius Randle into the game. Maybe if you didn't want to keep the second unit in its entirety on the floor, I could even understand that. I cannot make a rational reason as to why you take Obi out of the game to put in a ice cold Julius Randle. He had maybe 5 minutes of productivity total tonight that was even worth anything. He was not somebody who needed to touch the ball at all in the crunch time of a game. If you look at what happened in the Bucks game, and I said this, is that you can tell that as a championship team by how poised they are down the stretch, the adjustments that they make down the stretch. Down the stretch tonight, we look like a JV team. It was sloppy adjustments. It was sloppy rotations. It was sloppy substitutions. Julius Randle was out there making rookie mistakes left and right. It was just it was a S show. I'm not going to curse, but it was a crap show.
He got caught.
And we can't keep having this same conversation.
Yeah, and yeah, that's why I thought tonight, it was because Tibbs was praised last game for keeping the bench, and tonight, it's a different story. And I do agree with the Obi point. He could have left them in, but the Obi thing was definitely a head scratcher, just because, he was just playing well. The team played faster, and you needed that infusion of energy, and Obi was.
He was energy man on both ends.
And I was actually watching it on the Hornets broadcast when he had that dunk. One of the Hornets broadcasters were joking about, well, it looks like everybody on the court looks gassed except Obi. He's the young, fresh leg. So even if he had played an extended period of time to that point, him being young, you could still close with him.
I would have.
When you talk about Taj and you talk about some of the other veterans, then you could try to see who you could bring in for them. But a player like Obi, a player like Quickly, these young guys, you can play them a full quarter and ride it out.
No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And the Obi thing was a head scratcher. After the windmill, I thought that would have bought him the rest of the game. He finessed that. I would have left him in just off the strength of the windmill alone. But now
Tibbs has been doing that, man. Yeah. Somebody Quickly will hit two threes, he'll take him out.
Yeah,
like you said, he had that highlight. You saw how pumped he was. He was amped up, and then you take him out. Some of the stuff is.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. My whole thing is that coaches coach, players play. I mean, even when Julius comes back in the game, you going one-on-one with Miles Bridges, you got schooled. Like
but
you gotta deliver.
But with that ideology, with that rationale, in football terms, if a team goes for it on 4th and inches when they should just take the points and go into overtime, or vice versa, depending on which side of the situation you lie in, is that the player's fault or the coach's fault for making the call? I understand the players are on the court to do a certain job, but Tibbs is responsible for putting his players in the position to succeed. But Tibbs is also responsible for holding his players accountable. And he does not do that with some of the vets on this team, because if he held them accountable, Julius Randle would have been sitting on the bench for the rest of the game. As a coach, that is your job, to see that your player does not have it and to hold him accountable.
Listen,
saying, hey,
I agree with that 100%.
Get out of the game.
I agree with that 100%. I just feel like he got caught in a tough spot because he goes to them from like the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. So now you're asking them to play a full 14 minutes with no rest. I'm not sure how I don't know, because like I said, he saw it in the Bucks game. They tried it and they got gassed. So now he tries to mix and match. He went small. He went with IQ, Kemba, Burks, Julius, and RJ to close the game. I mean, the actual accountability, Fournier hasn't finished the game since the Celtics game. Since the home opener, feel like. I haven't seen my man since he was on KnicksFanTV for an interview. I don't even remember what he looked like anymore, bro.
At the end of the day, for me, in terms of long term, for this season,
Are we going long term? Okay, we jump quickly. Okay,
no. I'm saying for what's at stake for my grill, because my grill looking dusty.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said you got to downsize to a Foreman grill, fam. We down bad right now.
I don't know. Somebody in the chat must have called one of them storage companies. I got an email today saying if I need some services
to the Foreman grill, bro.
For that not to happen, to me at the end of the day, if Fournier, RJ, and Randall, if that trio does not start to play well, we don't know what we're gonna get from Kemba from a night to night basis as of this point, right? Mm-hmm. He hasn't proven that yet. If those three do not play well, Tibbs doing whatever he needs to do from a rotational standpoint, it's still, I don't know that it's going to make a difference if those three don't play well. Because RJ is still going to get that corner three.
Right.
Fournier you can make a case we need to do maybe a little bit more to get him in rhythm, but at the same time, he's also not hitting his open shots. And if Randall continues to rely on ISO Randall, then in the end, Tibbs is going to continue to be in these situations where he's just going to have to mix and match. And then whatever move he doesn't make, we're going to criticize. But to me, if these three guys don't play well,
cooked.
Whoever's the coach, is not even going to matter.
It's cooked. I mean, you mount no free throw attempts by RJ and Fournier. I don't even think Rose got to the line tonight. Let me check the stats. Against a team that's going to give it to you.
Tibbs says out of his own mouth that he prefers to close with starters. I don't give a damn what you prefer to close with. I prefer to wake up every day, look in the mirror, and be Beyonce. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Like, you have to go ahead. You're going to get the Sims going in the chat. You're going to get the Sims fired up. I'm just saying, that is your job, to put aside your own preferences and do what's for the betterment of the team night to night. And I understand what you like to do, but tonight, this is what you have to do. It's crazy to me that we have this conversation so many times and we see the same ending, the same story every single game, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It's really not that complex of a concept. It's really just not.
Let's
you know what's messing up this team too, CP?
Go ahead, and then I want to get to the phones. Go ahead.
Like tonight, I'm looking at, you saw the way Kemba play, right? So I'm thinking when the third quarter is happening and we're going to the fourth, I'm like, I wonder how Tibbs is going to finish.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Rose is Rose. And then you saw there for a stretch, Rose bailed the team out on a few possessions where he hit tough shots in the paint.
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking, man, what do you do at this point? Do you play both of them together? You can't do that because of defense. And this is what I'm saying. If Fournier and RJ are not playing well, you're going to make it a tough decision for this coach in terms of what type of matchups you should go with. Now, my gripe on Tibbs has always been about just giving some of the young players spot minutes. I want to see some of these young players play spot minutes. Will it make a bigger difference? I don't know. But I still would like to see that. So see what happens here.
See what happens. So to everybody in the chat, happy Friday, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Knicks post-game live presented by Manscaped, CP the franchise, Ashley Moss, JD Sports Talk. Knicks go down in the QC, man, 104-96. Disappointing loss. We were in there heavy. Shout out to everybody that was at the game. We were definitely in there representing well. Definitely started the game off well. It's good to see Kemba get back on the right track, but just completely collapsed in the second half. Shout out my guy Jason Calcanis, JCal, out in the Bay Area, sent a super chat, says, this isn't complicated. Bench the starters, start the bench, and the starters are not accountable. Ash is right. I mean, the only thing about that, JCal, is, and while he said it on their post-game show, is that, the reason why the second unit pops off like that is, for the most part, is because they're going up against other second units. This is the best bench in the league. So, you definitely want to keep it that way. Now, does Tibbs make some wrinkles within the starting lineup? I don't see it just yet. And he said so himself earlier this week that he wasn't ready to make any type of lineup changes. As I said, the guys that are being in there right now, they just have to play better for right now. Let's see. $20 super chat comes in from. Let's see who this comes in from. K Marco says Tibbs gave him the game. Obi gets a highlight windmill dunk and is immediately taken out for Randall, who is ice cold with 9 points in the game. So Kane Marco's with you, Ash. He's putting this thing on Tibbs. Gonna get to the rest of the super chats in a minute. Let's go to the phones, though. Hit us up. 657-383-1509 is the number to call. All right, let's pull up the phones right now. Let me see what Dave is saying. All right, first up on the phones is Triple M. Triple M was at the building, was in Charlotte, flew down to Charlotte for the weekend. Triple M, talk to me, bro. How was the vibes? How you feeling, man?
You already know the vibes.
Oh,
Triple M from an undisclosed location in North Carolina. Charlotte, I'm here with a bunch of Knicks fans. We are very, very upset.
I can tell. We could tell.
In North Carolina, Charlotte, first thing we did was call KnicksFanTV. Gotta show love to my boys.
Yo, shout out to CP, man. Shout out to the team, man.
Yes, sir.
Hit them likes up, hit them subscribes up, man. Look, let me tell you something. Up 19, and then losing that lead and getting straight out embarrassed in Charlotte, man. I mean, that's just unbelievable right now. I mean, what can you say about the squad right now? I mean, it's just what we need Julius Randle to step up, man. He had 9 points today. This was absolutely a disgusting effort from our leader.
Yeah.
I mean, Julius Randle, we can't even lie. Our team is going to go as far as he takes us, and he cannot just show up like this. And look, I'm not even trying to start no drama. I saw my man Obi Toppin's pops, a.k.a. the guy, the legend in New York Knicks, New York playground legend. And he was very upset, man. He was very upset. I ain't even trying to start no drama here on KnicksFanTV.
Nah, dish. Let's hear it, man. Let's get to it.
Nah, I mean, he was upset, man. He wanted to see some more Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin was pulled preliminary, and he was showing a lot of life. The last 2 games, Obi Toppin was a key factor in our comebacks. And the comebacks have fell short, and now the New York Knicks here are 7-6. And it's time to really kind of dig deep and look what we have to do with our squad, you know?
Yeah.
But you know what it is, man. We out here, North Carolina, we getting absolutely embarrassed by Charlotte fans. I'm out here, my underwear says Knicks and all that, everything, socks Knicks, everything Knicks, and I'm out here getting bullied by Charlotte fans, man. I'm upset. I'm upset right now.
Hold it down, bro. Hold it down, man.
We saw LaMelo blow by us in an 80 miles per hour Lambo.
Ooh.
And I just didn't even have no words for LaMelo.
Oh,
so
LaMelo flexing
I'm out here on the
tonight.
field in Charlotte.
How many tequila shots down, man?
Bad,
did you hit the tequila tonight?
We'll bounce back. We got the Pacers on Monday. And look, listen, if we don't beat the Pacers on Monday, I'm going to call up very upset outside of Madison Square Garden. You already know the vibe. Hit them likes.
Let's go.
Hit them subscribe. Triple M talking all his stuff. Out here in North Carolina, Charlotte. Shout out to my guys, CP, JD, and Ashley holding it down.
Let's
you already
go.
know the vibe.
Be safe out there, bro. Be safe. Triple M on the ground. That's how we do, man. We got coverage on the ground, man. Worldwide KnicksFanTV. Shout out Triple M. Clearly distraught over this game. Clearly distraught. Oh man. All right, let's get back to it. Shout out my guy Paul Quick sent a super chat. He says Ash is 100% correct. Also, RJ been playing like trash for a minute. He and Randall were embarrassing on both ends tonight. Yeah, they were getting cooked. They were definitely getting cooked, man. There's no way around it. And like I said, I didn't like the tone that we set defensively coming out of the halftime, man. I mean, first play of the third quarter, RJ loses his man already.
You know what's crazy? Randall had a good first quarter.
Yeah.
I think Knicks fans was looking at that first quarter and that offense. They were like, you know what? We like this offense. Randall just, going with the flow. He's passing it. I don't even know if he took a shot. And then, in the second quarter, Kemba's effectiveness, and we talked about how when Kemba's hitting shots, what that does to the spacing and the options on offense. I think we were seeing that even as, some of the, Fournier and RJ were struggling, you still saw the offense be effective enough when he was attacking. And I have to definitely give props to Kemba tonight because he was much more aggressive and he was in attack mode. And even when he tried to get to the basket, he would stop in the paint, do some spin moves, kick it out. He found Randall for a wide open three in the second quarter, having that type of play. And off the drives. Yeah, off the drives. And I think that's what you want to see. But I thought Randall was on his way to having maybe a low statistical night, but he was a facilitator. Yeah. And then, we went back to, hey, Randall, save the day. And when we do that, we see what happens.
It was too much hero ball from him. And I agree with you because he came out in the first quarter. We saw this last year, right? When the offense got into ruts where Julius would defer a lot and make sure everybody else ate. You make sure everybody else got involved. He's passing in a lot more, not even looking for a shot in the first quarter. And that was good because, the one that benefited from it was mainly Kemba. But we did see that, and I was with you, JD. I felt like, okay, this is going to be a game where he may not have a high scoring output, but he was going to be impactful in other areas of the game. You know what I mean? More efficient, Ash. And then once the pressure hit in the third quarter, and it was basically a 20-point swing, we went from 11 up at halftime to down 9 within like 4 minutes. Blink of an eye. Then he starts playing hero ball, starts forcing wild shots. And that was it from there. Complete disaster.
Absolutely. And that's another thing. If you look at, obviously we're a different team, but if you look at the difference between what we did tonight when we were in the deficit versus what the Bucks did when they were in the deficit, it's the level of poisonous, right? So like you said, Julius Randle, he does really, really well when things are going his way. Even if he doesn't have the ball in his hand, if the team as a whole is doing really well, he's all good. He's all okay. The minute there's a little bit of motion in the ocean, he freaks out and he resorts to old bad habits. Now, the losing of the lead is not solely on Julius Randle. To lose a 19-point lead like that is just unacceptable. The fact that we continuously have this pattern that we are in where we're losing leads in the third quarter and we just completely abandon our game in the third quarter and then we go ahead and try to play catch up in the fourth is not going to work anymore. Teams have gotten a lot better. The East is no longer the stepchild of the NBA. That is now, it is a really good, really competitive conference. And you're going to come across a team like we did tonight that is going to strike while the iron is hot and take advantage of the fact that you cannot keep your foot on the gas and you're going to walk away with a loss. We saw it tonight. We saw it against the Raptors. We will do it again. These are not teams who are just going to be like, oh, okay, go ahead. I'm not going to try to go ahead and get the win. You know, you'll no, I'm going to choke you while you're down. This is a game. This is a sport. This is competitive. There's so many things wrong with the way that this team plays basketball that if these do not correct it in November, by after the All-Star break, in the new year even, they're going to be in such a hole. We are going to have some serious problems if things aren't corrected, and they aren't corrected soon. And that's just what it is.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. JCal, we're going to go to you on the Discord, so get ready. JCal, get ready on the Discord. In the meantime, Junior Caroma sends a super chat. He says, look, Knicks Nation in the chat. And for the callers, all this Julius Anthony slander is useless because it's Jules' team. He's out. He's our superstar. So if we're going to we got to ride and die with him. He was our most consistent Knick last season. All right, so Junior come with the glass half full. David Code Fonseca says, Ash is not correct. Respectfully, Simp stand down. Tibbs must play his starters in closer situations in order for them to prove something to him or for him to prove something to them. It's calculated.
You see that statement right there? That's what's wrong with this. It's all ego and not enough logistical, smart decision making. I don't give a damn what their starters need to prove to Tibbs or what Tibbs needs the starters to prove to him. Work that out in therapy. Y'all go in group therapy, couples counseling, sit down on a couch and talk about those issues and air your grievances and pour your heart out. I don't care about any of that. Put the people in the game who are playing well. All that other stuff, work on it in practice. Talk about it in counseling. I could care less. So no. Sorry.
Steve Rodriguez super chat. Is Julius a bubble boy? He hasn't played well since the fans were allowed back in the arenas. Hey, something to think about, man. All options are on the table. All right, let's get to JCal. JCal coming in hot. Let's go on the Discord. Yep. JCal, can you hear us? I see his mic going, but I can't hear him. I see his mic going, Dave. I can't hear JCal right now. Hang on. Okay, yeah, JCal, I can't hear you. All right, Dave, try to get him back in the lounge. Let's try Michael on the Discord. Michael, you're up next. Michael. Unmute your mic. Michael on the Discord. Michael going once. Michael. All right, looks like my mic on the Discord went out. All right, so let me restart the Discord. Sometimes that happens. I'm going to restart the Discord. JCal will get you back on, and we'll go back to the phones real quick. Zahim from Brooklyn. Zahim, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, I just got a lot to speak on. I won't speak too much.
Okay.
Basically, I'm sorry.
You got a lot.
Basically, what Ashley said, I agree with her. I don't know why he took Obi out. I feel like Obi always bring the energy to the second unit, and every time he do something good, he take him out. Also, I feel like we just don't. I think we need a lineup change. Like I feel like there's no defense getting played at all. I feel like Mitchell Robinson is struggling. He's just breathing very hard, coming up and down the court. And I just feel like also Tibbs, when we lost Mike Woodson, he should have looked at Terry Scott from Portland for the offense. I feel like we don't run enough plays. Everything just one-on-one, and we don't get nowhere. I don't know. I don't know what film they're watching. I don't know what's going on. But that's all I want to say. So,
Okay, all right. Wasn't too much, but appreciate it, Zach. Appreciate it. I thought he was coming with a laundry.
I got a lot to say, but I know a lot of people want to speak. I just don't say too much.
Well, we appreciate your courtesy, man. We appreciate your courtesy keeping it rapid fire, man. You know, some people get long-winded, bro, so we appreciate it. Call back anytime.
All right. All right, thank you.
All right, so that was Zaheem in Brooklyn. Okay, let's see if we get JCal back in here. JCal on the Discord. JCal, unmute your mic.
All right, did it work this time?
Live and direct, baby. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Okay, listen. Hey, are you putting those Impossible Burgers on our grill?
Man, somebody tweeted me out, said that they sold my grill on eBay and put it up for sale.
Yo, this is getting crazy. I mean, the starters are not playing defense. Yeah. The inconsistency on offense is insane. Randall is a regressor. Barrett is not cutting it. And listen, I'm half joking about benching the starters, but this is a serious situation. You know, the starters are led by Randall. And it's just obvious Randall's sulking again. This is like two year ago ISO Randall. We don't want ISO Randall.
Yeah.
And the energy level of the second unit is off the charts. I mean, across the board. Your guy Burks is amazing. Rose, unbelievable.
Came through for us.
Quickly wants to be in there. He's bouncing off the walls. He's so excited. Obi is the most improved player on the team year over year. You know, and Taj is just so dependable. They want the minutes. The starters don't look like they want to be in the game.
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting. The last two performances are just shockingly bad by the starters. And conversely, the only silver lining here is how extraordinary this second unit is. And I don't know what the solution is because they work so well together, like you're saying, CP. Like, what are you going to do? Like, will they work good if you put Rose and Quickly in the starting lineup? I don't know. I don't know. This seems like Randall is the problem. And I don't know if you bench him, if that makes it worse. But right now, it's just really, really bad. And I'm coming out there for the Lakers game, so I hope you all keep your calendars open because I may be getting some JCal level seats if you guys are in town. Maybe we could roll together. That's it. That's all I got.
Let's do it, man. JCal in the Bay Area. He came in mellow, but he came in direct. I see some fives going off in the chat right now. They like to call unacceptable, man.
Straight up unacceptable. And Tibbs is the master manipulator of the mind. He needs to get in that room and he needs to use that Jedi mind or whatever he does to get in people's head.
Yeah.
And he needs to get inside Randall's head and figure out what's broken. Because something is broken in that kid's head, and it's absolutely from those playoff games we went to. You saw him; he looked lost out there. He's still got a hangover.
Yeah, it looks like the pressure's cracking.
Who's gonna get in Tibbs' head and fix what's broken in there? Who's gonna be his Jedi master?
Listen, I mean, on the margin, he's made some mistakes. Yeah, I agree with you, Ash, but. You know, it's clearly he could only go as far as Randall's going to let him. And RJ Barrett is still, what is he, year 3? Like, he's still developing.
Yeah.
And, he's had some great moments of development. But if Randall's our guy, and if the offense runs through Randall, if Randall doesn't want to play basketball, well, then we got a problem because he doesn't look like he wants to be out there.
Yeah. I think I'm with you, JCal. We saw it in the playoffs, man. He just looks like he's cracking under the pressure, man. I hate to say it. But it's a delicate balance. And Ash, I know you're quick to go at Tibbs for not benching him, but you also gotta show confidence in your player. Absolutely. You gotta show confidence in your player, man. If you're going every night where it's like, all right, well, if you're not delivering, you're getting benched. You're our guy, but we're gonna bench you in the fourth quarter every night. That you're not gonna boost his confidence. You might not boost his confidence. You might lose him. It's a fine balance.
You don't want to break him.
It's 100%. It's 100% a fine balance. I don't believe that you should bench your starters every time they do something wrong, right? And I think that with the way that Julius's mind works, at least the way that it appears to work, is that he gets rattled very easily, right? And he gets pulled out of, his zone very easily. So I'm not saying, you bench a player every time they do something wrong. I'm saying you hold your players accountable. And we have never seen Tibbs pull Randall from a game because he is not playing well. And sometimes what you need is for your coach to say, You are stinking up the joint. You sit on this bench and you're not playing any more minutes for you to come back the next game as a different player because you knew what it was like to sit out of a game that you know you could have contributed to if you were playing better. Anybody who's played basketball on any level or any team sport knows the worst thing that can happen to you is getting pulled from a game. And one or two things happens. Either it makes you a better player next game and for the rest of the season because you do not want to be in that situation again, or it makes you worse. And if Julius Randle is going to be the type of person who being held accountable as the captain of this team, the leader of this team, a responsibility that he wanted, a responsibility that he welcomed, if that being pulled from a game where he is not playing to the level that he should be playing and that a level that he promised he would be playing at for this season after what happened in the postseason, then that is not your guy. And it's better to find that out sooner rather than later. Now, if he rises from the ashes and he comes back next game and the rest of the season and he's a different Julius Randle because he does not want to be benched in a game again, then that is your guy. And the only way to know is to hold him accountable. It's really that simple. It's not about benching him every time he does something wrong, but you bench him for a situation like tonight and you see what happens the next thing. I don't see an issue with that. I don't.
JD, jump in real quick, then I got to get to Chuck D on the phones. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think we're all right because I think it just all connects with in terms of how Tibbs is going to manage and coach and then the players because, there's examples on both ends. IQ, you guys remember this. Everybody wanted Deuce to take IQ's minutes, and Tibbs stuck with him. And now he's being rewarded for sticking with IQ at that spot. And now IQ is making a case for even more minutes. And even in last game, right? Everybody agreed with him going to the bench. But then you saw how that long term for me is just not sustainable for you to depend on your bench for so long.
Right.
You're playing the Bucks, you're playing elite teams. Yes, that was a great move, but they ran out of gas and we still got blown out. So to me, in the end, when you talk about expectations and when you talk about is this roster ready to take the next step? If he doesn't get this production from RJ, Fournier, and Randall and some of these starters, to me, whatever he does with the bench and rotations is not going to add up. Once you play some of these great teams, it's going to look good in terms of, yes, you bench this guy and he didn't play well, so he didn't play the whole fourth quarter. But for me, for the bottom line, what we're looking for this franchise this year, which is to take the next step, maneuvering with the bench is not enough to beat some of the top teams in the East. You need your best players to play well, and you need the RJs of the world that are ready to take the next step to take that next step. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about who we're going to trade for and all this other stuff, which is nonsense.
No question. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up on Free Squad. Real quick, I want to shout out a super chat from Blue Cheer. Sent a super chat, says, "Go Knicks. Axe has been sounded the warning off all season long. No offense when we ain't hot. Got to get the offense off. Ball going." Thanks for the great content, Blue Cheer. Thank you for the super chat, $50 super chat from Blue Cheer. Definitely appreciate it. Let's get the rhyme animal in here. Everybody throw a PE in the chat as we go to the OG of KnicksFanTV, Chuck D. How you feeling?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Hi, Chuck.
What's up, CP? What's up, JD? What's up, Ash? All of y'all are right. Matter of fact, everybody's right. Y'all better look out for Jay from Florida and Ari. Ari is screaming on the chat, so he's losing his mind. But briefly, we winning and we losing in the same game. I mean, we playing 3 games in 1 game, so there are signs. I kind of disagree slightly with JD. I don't think there are any elite great teams at this point right now. Everybody could be had. Also, I don't believe that there's whack teams out there. Every night, somebody is taking somebody's face off. So what we're looking at is a different NBA than we even seen 2 years ago. I mean, anybody could be had. Injuries are happening like crazy. What also is crazy is that 60 burger, 50 burger, like JCal said, yeah, those are impossible burgers. I looked at 46 wins, and listen, man, you 46 and 36, you can easily have the same season and be 37 and 45. And the difference between those 9 games are your intensity, your dedication to the defense and the protocol, and how you know each other. And I think, look, Tibbs is like this. He ain't going to get fired, so throw that out the window. How long did we keep Jeff Hornacek? We kept him like two years, and he was total trash. So Tibbs is going to be here 5 to 6 years anyway, so forget about him going anywhere. And if we know anything about old Tibbs, he will run those starters in face-to-face in their faces until they learn each other. So winning or learning means that, they're going to have to learn each other. The high points I saw with this, I'll be brief for 30 seconds. Randall helped get Kemba off, and that was good signs. Nothing helped Randall get off. And I just think RJ and Randall, they playing small. I kept seeing RJ go to the hoop, and it was like, yo, you 5'11", dude. What? He's like, RJ is like, he's Diesel, and he got ups and everything. And it's like,
no free throw attempts.
Not just, that's probably it. Mitch is looking slow, so all that talk about, did he gain too much weight? Is he lean? Is he mobile?
Yeah.
He seems unsure. So I'm just saying, Tibbs is willing to gamble 10 losses. And 36 losses in the season is what we're looking at. A lot of people looking at wins. How many games are we looking at we're going to lose? And Tibbs will gamble 10 losses to try to figure it out. So that's one thing that we got to stay awake and aware. And how we come out of that is what we're going to have. So, there's a thin line between being 46 and 36, which I think if with all our intensity, we'll climb to that and maybe have a strong first-round playoffs. But that 46 and 36 easily, without intensity, without connectivity, could be 37-45.
No question.
36 and 47. So, and we'd be like looking at each other like, yo, we didn't even crack 40 wins, man.
No question.
The 41 games we won last year, with hit or miss either way, we seriously could have been 34 and whatever that loss record was. It was really 34 wins, and somehow our intensity, our connectivity climbed to 41 wins. It surprised all of us. But the last note, it seems like the second unit is like, They talk to each other. They hang with each other. They eat together. They communicate.
It's a well-oiled machine, man. Yeah.
And we couldn't even see Julius and RJ sit next to each other during the Duke Kentucky game. Look, beware. Yo, Jay from Florida is in the grass.
Oh, I see him. I'm getting to him.
He's Oswald, man. So I'm out.
All right, Chuck. Good to hear from you, man. Everybody throw a PE in the chat. The rhyme animal Chuck D spitting straight facts tonight. Let's go.
CP.
Yo.
Evan Fournier right now shooting 41.5%. That's right now would be a career low. Julius Randle right now shooting 40, about under 43%. That would be a career low. RJ Barrett, last 5 games, shooting 29% and 19% from 3 on 5 attempts, 10 points. Those 3 guys. You talk about career low, and very low. Need them to step up.
Big time. Absolutely, bro. Couldn't agree with you more, man. But, to Chuck's point, that second unit, JD. And if you look at the box score, ladies and gentlemen, who led us in scoring on that second unit? He was 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown, 9 boards. Get on the boards. Yeah.
How about a block shot?
Yeah.
He's blocking shots now.
Yeah. 3 dimes.
2 steals.
Call him Mr. Stat Sheet tonight. Alec Burks Hive, what's going on? It was only a matter of time before our guy got cooking. And once again, he tried to save us from the brink of collapse. He did all he could. He was good tonight.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was definitely... You want him to start now?
No. He's good where he's at. But again, to Chuck's point, just saying, the second unit was cooking, man. I love seeing Quickly back in his groove. He's starting to flame up from the elbow 3. Hit 3 big ones in that second half. Cut it to 4 after 2 threes in the third quarter. Quickly was great. And yeah, I don't, how do we get OB in there longer? I don't see it. 15 minutes tonight. I don't know. I just don't see it. I think that's where he's going to max out, just based on the whole Julie situation. I thought Mitch was.
I was going to say he's been iffy, very inconsistent about trying out, Obi with Randall.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to be stuck in his ways on playing Randall, and Obi's playing well, then if he's not going to be open to playing Obi with Randall, then you're going to continue to see Obi in that 11 to 14 minute. Yeah, that's where he's going to cap out.
Yeah.
So they have a dilemma in front of them for sure.
Yeah. My guy Greg Castillo sends a super chat. Burks Hive merch coming soon. Give me a couple games. Give me a couple games first. Well, let's see him do something against the Pacers. I thought Money Mitch was I thought Mitch was active tonight. I thought he was, man. He was looking to create his own offense. He was putting the ball back up after the rebounds. I thought he was giving us some second chance opportunities. 11 points, 6 boards for the Block Nest Monster, 4 or 5 from the field. Prize Picks had him at 9 points, JD. I was a bit shook on that one. To take the over, Ash. But my guy came through, 11 points. We're going to get to Prize Picks in a little bit. But, with the weight, Clyde even mentioned it, too, on the telecast about the weight. I don't know. I don't know if it's injury or it's the weight. He just looks a lot slower. He looks a little bit less agile than in previous years. So, that was a concern of people when he first put it on. We just had to wait and see how he looked. But, I don't know. So he still looks a little bit banged up. And just, somebody in the chat says his bounce is gone. Paul Quick, his bounce is gone. It doesn't seem like he has the same bounce. So we'll just have to see how that impacts him, man.
And we don't even know.
He could be playing hurt too. I mean,
it looks like it, man. Sometimes
in all rationale, he's probably playing hurt. So he's probably not going to be. He's probably not even close to 100%, but he wants to be. The only really way to get him true reps is to have him actually play, but he's probably not 100%. I don't put too much, weight, no pun intended, on that. So.
Yeah, and I was going to say, because he's, he gained weight in the same off season that he had a foot injury, and he's a big man. Mm-hmm. So what that does is it causes a little bit of confusion, because now that coaching staff is wondering, is this the weight, or is this the injury, or is this a combination of both, which would be a deadly combination, adding weight, and then you're a 7-foot guy, with tall players, knees, leg injuries, ankle injuries are very tricky. And sometimes I think that's what decreases the lifespan of a player in the NBA in terms of being athletically effective. Mm-hmm. And so I think right now we're trying to see, because if he's medically cleared, you would think he's healthy. Why would you clear someone that's not, doesn't have an injury that's healed? Mm-hmm. So maybe the injury has healed, but the weight is causing him to labor out there, and maybe he's re-aggravated. You don't know. And that's why it's a tricky thing now, since you're going to have to make a decision on, do you want to invest into, this type of player for a long period of time, even if he's young. So he has the age on his side, but you're a 7-foot guy with leg injuries. I don't know that that's a route that I would want to go as a franchise.
True indeed.
I mean, he didn't put on Zion weight. No shade to Zion. Love Zion. Love New Orleans. Shout out to Nola. It's not Zion weight. It's weight that, you can't really keep off when you're injured, I think. And then it's like this perpetual cycle, right? So you put on weight because you're injured. You can't get the weight off because you're injured. And then you put on weight because you can't not keep the weight off because you can't really play to the level you're used to playing. It's a continuous cycle of just perpetuality of just weight, injury, weight, injury, weight, injury. And you can't not have him play, because then you're kind of putting him in the same situation that he gained the weight from. But then also you don't want to play him too much, because you don't want to re-aggravate an injury. It's a very equilibrium type of weird balance that has to happen and has to be figured out. But I think listen, Mitch is fighting through it. But I had this conversation, CP and I got into this last season when we were talking about the future of Mitchell Robinson. And one of my critiques was this: this very thing is that I like Mitch as a player. I like him as a teammate. I think he's a great person. But your availability is your best asset in the NBA, in any competitive sport. And right now, Mitch's availability is not that great. His attendance record is not that great. So there comes a point where you have to look, talent aside, and look at availability and figure out if this is the route you want to continue going down. Because as talented as somebody is, they're of no use to you if you can never really use it. And that was a conversation that we had last season. And like I said, we'd be back here when he got back next season, and here we are. We're right back in this conversation.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Knicks Post Game Live presented by Manscaped, CP the Franchise, Ashley Moss, JD Sports Talk. Remember, the show is presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, enter promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping on the Lawnmower 4.0, the Performance Package 4.0, and all other great products for today's man. I want to shout out Dizzy Messiah, sent a super chat, says hit that thumbs up button for your boys. This game was a hard one. I think we have to get Evan involved more. He literally just hands the ball off, and he's a guy who can put the ball on the floor. You're right, sir. Need more from him. Definitely need more from your free agent acquisition. ML Production sends a super chat, says Randall is the third option. RJ isn't allowed to experience what it's like being the man during his hot game streak because it's Randall's team, and Obi's getting pulled for Randall despite him playing much better. All right, so there's that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Jay from Florida. We're going to get the Debbie down in here, and then I want to hear from Michael on the Discord. So Michael, get ready, and then we're going to do our prize picks for the even. So
let me brace myself. Get cozy.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's gonna be a ride.
Yeah, and Jay, be sharp but be brief, because we got a lot of callers on the line too, man. I even see Adrian from the Bahamas. I want to get to him too. So let me get to
Ari's retreating. Ari, where are you going? Don't be a chicken.
Yeah, we got to get to Ari. We'll close with Ari because I'm not sure if Jay Boogie's going to be on.
Ari's dipping. Ari, come back.
Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday night, man. It's Friday night. Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, run that thing up for your boys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Chuck D, man. Chuck D, I was gonna hang up because Chuck D said every single thing I wanted to say tonight. I be having little notes. Chuck D talked about Randall, Mitch. He said everything I wanted to say tonight. Mitch, whoever Mitch's advisors is, whoever told Mitch to put on weight cost that kid a lot of money, man. He's not the same player. I remember talking to a couple homeboys that played out here at University of South Florida at UF, and it was like, yo, Mitch, he might not be the most talented offensive player, but what he can do defensively, the way he can switch and he can get up the floor quick, a lot of centers can't do that. It's a special center, and he lost his pop when he put on that weight. Your man RJ, I don't know, man. RJ's the third pick, man. RJ got clapped by Gordon Hayward going to the rim today. You know what I'm saying? Gordon Hayward is saying stuff back to space today. RJ can't even jump over a textbook, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's a good, decent role player, but he's not it. If I was RJ, I would watch a lot of Paul Pierce film. He could get to around Paul Pierce level, I think, because Paul Pierce couldn't really jump over a textbook, but his jumper was lethal. His footwork was lethal. He could do his thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. That's why I say the fourth seed is the fourth seed. A lot of fools go from last year. A lot of empty wins with no fans in the stands. Randall's a different guy with fans in the stands. We could have used one more blue chip prospect, like I always say. We could use a wing league. Look how Miles Bridges and Oubre ran circles around us at the wing today. They scored like 55 points, I think, both of them today. They ran circles. If you don't got no wings in the NBA, you can't compete with these boys. They're young and athletic. We back to square one. We are back to square one. The draft is where it's always going to be for this team. There's no free agents. Levine is staying. Beal is staying. The top two teams in the East, take them off your list. What are we going to do, Knicks fans? Tell me what we're going to do. How are we going to save this? You put $207,000 a game into Fournier to get nothing. I'm gone.
Damn, I wanted to ask him, what was who was the salary guy tonight? Who didn't earn their money?
He gave it to you. You said 40. Well, he said 48 again tonight.
I wanted to give the game salary like he did last time.
He gave you the Fournier joint tonight, man, and
He just needs to play better, man.
He's got to play better. He's got to play better, bro.
Because we fall in love with the whole praising other teams' best young players, like Bridges. Fine, he's a very talented young player, but the Hornets are 7-7 now. They lost 5 of their last 6. So yes, you can have teams with young players, but like the Hornets, yes, they're a fast young team, talented team, but they're still trying to find themselves. And there's a lot of parity right now in the East. When you look at the standings right now, and your best players just have to play better, man. That's the bottom line.
You got to play better, bro. No doubt about it. Have to play better. All right, to the Discord we go. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. We're going to hold off on reading the super chats to the end because we want to just get through the show and get to the callers. Michael on the Discord, you up next. Michael on the Discord, mute your mic. Michael on the Discord.
Yo,
what's going on?
That's good, bro. I wasted 2 hours of my life.
Oh.
2 hours just after the first quarter I wasted.
Man, you sound like you got a lot of life left, bro. How old are you, man?
Nah, bro. I'm going to get a heart attack when I'm 20 if I keep watching the Knicks like this every single third quarter.
You just getting started, my man. Hang on. We'll get you a pacemaker and whatnot. You'll be all right, man. What's going on?
Yeah. But I wanted to say that people don't notice. Every single time, if we don't have an offense, like no one is getting hot and we're not fluid, like every single time Kemba gets the ball, Randall wants it back. We just not fluid because we don't. That's why the bench is fluid because they pass it. Randall just wants the ball and wants to do what he does if no one's scoring. That's why when Kemba was scoring, Randall didn't want it and was spacing out. But beginning of third quarter, no one's scoring. Randall wants to be like Kobe, and then, we just break every shot.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Good points, bro. Good points, man.
I feel like, and Charlie Brown taking out Obi doesn't help either.
Yeah. After that windmill, I would have let Obi cook, man. He deserved it, man. Yeah. That was a nice windmill, wasn't it?
Ghost of Alfred Payne is hiding Fournier and Kemba other than this game.
He's cooking them though, man. He's cooking them, man.
Yeah, he was cooking in this game, but Fournier paid $70 million just a pump fake and do a side shot 3 at Randall.
This little kid flaming him, man. Yo, how old are you, bro?
I'm 13, but I'm going to turn 14 on November 17th.
Let's go, man. Yeah,
Happy
go.
early birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Hang in there, man. You got a lot of Knicks fandom life left, man, before you start having heart attacks and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm close to you.
Because the beginning of the season, the first 5 games, I felt like we were really good. We need to close on the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And, not be careless, like, in the last minute. But now, I don't know. I think it's a mental thing after one game. Like, after that, I won't say after the Bulls game, something just happened. Something happened after the Bulls game. Because we come in the Bulls, we barely lose. I mean, we barely won. Like, almost lost. And then after that, something just happened.
I had to get him up here.
Yeah, I might have to replace him with Jay for Florida time, man. Good call. But yeah, go ahead. Get your question.
Let me ask him this. Hey, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Knick of all time? It hasn't been a lot of time, but who's your favorite Knick?
He's only 13.
If you say Jeremy Lin, we're hanging up.
No, it's not Jeremy Lin.
All right, cool.
Probably Melo or.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Like Porzingis before he requested for the trade.
Whoa.
I mean, he's 13. He's 13. He's got no memories, man.
Before.
Yeah. I was rocking with Porzingis before the trade.
For the trade, no. And then Mitch.
All right, no doubt, man. Yo, call back anytime, bro. Good call, man.
Yo, are we sure that wasn't the guy that does the videos? Like, yo, is Trae Young valid? That sounds just like my man.
I don't know. Like, You with the teeny boppers, ass. You on Snapchat, TikTok, Rick Rock, and all of that. So you got to tell me. I'm not on those
like
platforms.
A collaboration between that guy, you only got to tell me we outside, that guy, and like a mixture of him and Tyler Hero. It was like a combination of the two of them. At first, I was like, Tyler, is that you? Tyler, what are you doing on the phone, Tyler?
That kid's sharp. I might give him Ari's airtime, man. Call back anytime, bro. Call back anytime, Michael.
I like it.
Yeah, you're sharp.
That's a Knick fan says Porzingis was his favorite.
No. He's only 13. We gotta give him a pass. You know what I mean? He doesn't know any better.
That goes to show you we got to give that kid something to cheer for.
Yeah. He's talking about heart attacks earlier. I'm like, slow down, Kevin. You know, get your pacemaker, sort you out, man.
I feel so bad for the really like young Knicks fans because all they know is pain.
Yeah,
They don't know any different.
All they know is pain. You know what I'm saying?
All they know is pain.
Yeah. And JCal, you heard the same. The kid mentioned Charlie Brown. I was a little bit confused on that too, man. So yeah, the kid got a wise kid in here, man. So shout out to the fan base. We deep in here, man. Shout out my guy CT Pittman sent a super chat. Says CP, I was at the game. I saw Triple M and the Knicks fans. We was heavy. Good game. No, we lost. Mitch dapped me up at the end of the game because I was rocking a KFTV hat. Let's go. CT Pittman repping. Mitch repping. Triple M in the building repping. KnicksFanTV was down in the QC representing, man. Definitely. I like to hear that, man. Everybody went in there, squatted up. Connected. Yeah, man. Shout out CT Pittman, big time supporter.
Yo, Anthony Davis, go take a walk, yo. Mods, get this man's out.
Oh, we got a Nets fan in here? No, let him stay. Yeah, he wants some quality. He wants a quality show.
He's flagging and freaking flaming and plugging and what is it, spamming the chat? Like, go take a walk, my guy.
Well, he's running the algorithm up. I don't mind that. That's just helping bring more people in here. Everybody hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Creeping up on 45,000 subscribers. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D, for the super chat. He says, KFTV, where a 61-year-old and a 13-year-old feel exactly the same after a New York Knickerbocker loss. Like WKFTV for the children. I'm telling you, Chuck. I'm telling you, man. It's an ageless show, man. We all in this boat together, so definitely gotta have some fun with it. All right, JD, you know what time it is. Well, we're gonna get back to the phones in a minute.
This is where Ashley gets tight.
Yeah,
this is where I just sit in blank face because I don't understand what y'all are saying.
Let's get to the money, because as people in the chat know, tonight's show, in addition to Manscaped, is also sponsored by Prize Picks, the newest and dopest daily fantasy prop game in the market. Prize Picks has the best NBA daily fantasy props on the market, more than any other daily fantasy group operator. You can pick from superstar props to bench player props, even the guys that don't play many minutes. And the best part about Prize Picks is you can mix and match. You pick between 2 to 5 players, pick their over or unders on key stats, and you can play across sports. So you don't have to just play basketball like me and JD do. You can play basketball, football, MLS soccer. When baseball is in season, you can play that as well. So you can mix and match sports as well. Well, since this is a basketball show, we're going to talk basketball, JD. And as usual, if you go to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app, enter promo code KFTV, you'll get a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. So here's where I played. And JD, I'm out for redemption tonight. Here's how I played. The first pick I made, I went with Gordon Hayward. And that's no disrespect to my guy, Broadway Barrett, but his defense has just not been up to speed lately. And we know we can't count on Fournier's defense. So I went with Gordon Hayward over 16.5 points, and he ended up with about 20-something points, so I got that. I hit on that, Ash. You understand that? Went with Gordon Hayward over 16.5 points, and he hit. Gordon Hayward finished with 22 points. Next pick I made, this was a dicey one because I didn't know the Greek Freak wasn't playing. I went with Jason Tatum under 26.5 points. Bucks taking on the Celtics in Boston. I didn't know that the Greek Freak wasn't playing. Had I known that, I would have went with the over on points, but I went with the under 26.5, and Jason Tatum finished with 27 points. I just missed that one. But I went with 5 picks, and I went with the flex pay, so I'm still alive. The next pick I went with, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander against the Sacramento Kings. Kings, one of the worst teams defending the point guards. I went with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 23.5 points. Finished with 22. So I didn't get that one, JD. But I'm still alive because I picked 5, and all I got to do is just get 3 right to win some money. So the next pick I went with, Will Barton Nuggets taking on the Hawks. Hawks, one of the worst teams defending the wing. I went with Will Barton over 16.5 points. Doesn't look like I'm going to hit on that one because that game is now over and Will Barton did not hit. But here's where I got in. Clint Capella, over 10.5 rebounds. Clint Capella finished with 13 rebounds tonight. Nuggets, one of the worst rebounding teams against centers. And I hit that one. I figured Clint Capella was going to be due in the Mile High. So I did hit that. So I got 2 right. And the last one I went with was Warriors versus the Bulls. And I went with DeMar DeRozan under 27.5 points. Those teams are now at the half. And DeRozan only has about 5 points. So I'm alive, JD. I'm alive, man. I'm alive. Talk me through your picks real quick.
All right. So tonight, I took a L.
Ooh, a rare L for JD tonight.
This is L. I played 14 tickets, and this is L number 2.
Okay.
So I'm 12 or 14. JCal knows in the investment trading world, if you're at 85%, you're trading on the New York Stock Exchange. So I still feel good.
Let's go.
Right? I played $20 for a chance to win 200. Played 5 players on a flex. I went over Terry Rozier 2.5 threes. He only shot 1 3 in the first half, and he made 2 threes in the second half. So I didn't get that. You know, just thought Terry Rozier is almost a career 40% three-point shooter against the Knicks. Knicks, terrible three-point defense. Thought that was a good play. And he didn't get enough shots. I had Jared Allen under 12.5 rebounds. He had 7. I got that. Kemba, last 4 games against the Hornets, 19 points average. Thought it was a gift play against his old team. Over 11.5. He got 26 points.
Early. Hit that one early and sent me the receipt to boot.
And so I
sent me the screenshot early on that one, Ash. First quarter wasn't even over. He sent me his Kemba pick.
I sent him the DM like, yeah, you see that? And then it went terrible. Evan Fournier over 11.5.
He went with Fournier tonight. I'm not.
You can't get me 12 points. He hit his first 3 on the corner. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna look good tonight. Nope, 5 points. RJ Barrett, Broadway Barrett, looking like Canal Street Barrett. Over 16.5.
I didn't touch that one. I didn't touch that one. I was scared of RJ tonight.
And so Rozier, Barrett, Fournier, that's 3 misses. I needed to at least get 3 right to win some money.
Ooh.
But 12 out of 14, I only paid $20. Guys, risk management. So when you lose $20, just brush it off your shoulders. I'm ready for tomorrow.
Rare loss, man. I'm still alive. And once again, you can go to prizepicks.com or you can download the app, PrizePicks app. Enter the code KFTV when you sign up, and they will match your deposit up to $100. So if you deposit $20, they're going to give you $20 more. You have $40 to play with. 50, you have $100 to play with. You put up 100, they'll match 100. You have $200 to play with. So it's a great deal. Sign up. Very easy to play. Obviously, check out the rules first before you get into it. Somebody in the chat was asking if you can play in New York. Yes, this is where me and JD are playing. You can play in New York. I don't think you can play in Florida. We'll put up the state restrictions, but you can play in a lot of states, man. So just go to the website and you'll see if you'll be eligible or not. All right, great segment. Still alive.
I think the chat's asking y'all to free Ari. I think he's in jail.
Okay, let's get him on. Let's get him on. Where's he at? I'm trying to find him. Ari. I don't see him.
Oh, did he escape prison?
Is he in like YouTube prison or is he in like central bookings?
Nah,
it's Friday night. It's Friday night. We don't got enough super chats for that, man. What's going on?
The mods put him in prison. He said he was on the phone for like an hour. I don't know where he is.
Oh man, Ari, you got to call back, man. I know it's Friday night. He's probably in a rush. He's probably getting after it. He's out on the town, man. All right, so until we head back let's go to Tony from South Carolina. Tony, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, we're doing pretty good, thanks. Hey, man, Ashley, we love you, but we can't throw Julius under the bus. You know, he's the fact is that he's still our best player. If you bench him, you could possibly create a Ben Simmons situation. So we don't want to do that. and it seems like he can't play with other playmakers. Maybe that's his issue.
But who's making the plays though? Who's making the plays, bro?
It worked last year. I mean, he was our man. He was he was our lead playmaker.
Right.
So surround them again with spot-up shooters like Quickly and AB, and possibly we could get the most out of him now. Of course, it's not going to help us in the playoffs, but if he could raise his value and we don't diminish him, maybe we have to cut ties with him by trading him or something. But we cannot diminish him.
Okay, thanks for the call, man. I don't see that trade happening, but I definitely appreciate the call. All right, we're gonna go to Mike from Bay Area, and then Noah on the Discord. Get ready, Noah.
Let me just rebuttal real quick.
Yeah, go rebuttal. I'm getting a beer. Go ahead.
I'm slightly perplexed. Because the comparison between Ben Simmons and Julius Randle is like night and day. Like, Ben Simmons wanted a trade. He's stuck in Philly. He does not want to be there. He's trying every single thing he can do to get out. Julius Randle wants to be in New York. He's just not producing. And I'm not saying, again, for people who may have just come into the chat and just joined the show, I'm not saying to bench him every time he sneezes wrong. I'm not saying to pull a Tua. The Dolphins used to bench Tua if he looked the wrong way. Oh, you're bench, bring in Fitzmagic. Like, no, I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying to hold your players, star player or not, star of your team or not, hold players accountable. Julius Randle is not above anybody else when it comes to production. If you are not producing, then you sit on the bench and you get out of the way. I'm simply saying that today was an opportunity for Tibbs to set a precedent. He missed the opportunity to set a precedent that, look, yes, you are my guy. Yes, you are my vet. Yes, I have a lot of expectations from you. Yes, you are the leader of this team. But you know what? The captain goes down with its ship. And if you are not producing, then you sit on this bench until you figure out how to go ahead and be a better player. I don't think there's absolutely anything wrong with that. I'm tired of being in this era where we coddle people for being mediocre or playing mediocre for that night or that week or that game because they are a star player. We don't do that. These are grown men. You are paid a lot of money to go ahead and produce to a certain level. And if you're not going to do that, there are repercussions for that. We got to stop coddling players. You want to be good or do you want to be great? If you want to be great, then figure it out. And until you figure out how to be great, then you get out of the way and you let the guys who have the hot hand go ahead and handle business. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with somebody let me know what's wrong with that.
Ash brought out the flamethrower tonight. Chat going in.
Yeah, you knew she was gonna cook. That's why you took some time off. You was like, I know Ash is about to cook.
Yeah, I had to go in the fridge real quick. You know what I'm saying? Cheers. It is Friday after all. All right. How are we looking? All right, let's go to Noah on the Discord, and then Mars NYC on the Discord. You're gonna be on deck, so be ready. Let's go rapid fire. Go. Noah, what's going on?
Yeah, hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. What's good, bro?
Oh man, there's a lot to share, but I'll make it brief.
Thank you, bro.
I'm ready this time, CP. As you hear me, I'm not calling from a speakerphone. I got a mic and all that.
Prepared. I love it, bro. Let's go.
Yes, sir. So the question I wanted to ask y'all is, how long do we reward inconsistency? You know what I'm saying? Like and failure overall. Like bringing Julius back in after Obi was getting hot was straight dumb. I don't think that was necessary. I get it. People saying yes again with Julius being the main guy and everything. He's not, to me. I really don't see that, because if you missing free throws like that.
Oh yeah, you know I forgot about that too, man. In the end, he missed like 3 straight free throws, man. That was embarrassing.
He missed 3 of them. 3.
Yeah.
Like, and even then he did that in the other game. I forgot which game it was, but he made like a facial expression when he missed 2 free throws. Like, he's not the guy. He's not the closer. D Rose is the closer. Rose Hive, stand up. Yes. Yeah. D Rose. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Big up to Quickly. Big up Burks, your guy Burks for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I'm not understanding what Tibbs is doing. You know what I mean? And also, I know you recommended watching The Professional. I seen it. And Fournier's looking very unprofessional.
Yeah. Professional was a badass, man. We can't give Fournier that name yet. It's too early.
Yo,
bro.
like, yeah, man. I wanted to give him that, but now we just can't, man. Like, it's looking sad, man. It's looking real sad.
Yeah.
So, nah, man. Like, it's. If I was like in the coaching staff or something like that, since we're such a deep team, this is a next man up type of squad. So it should be a battle for the minutes in a positive, friendly competition way.
Yeah.
You know, Obi's been proving himself. Give him more minutes. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Some people not performing, cut their minutes. They should know that. This is what it is.
It's just a hard balance, bro. And thanks for the call. It's just a fine line because they play the same position. One of the guys is your guy. You paid him to be the guy. And so you have to show the confidence in him to be the guy. It's a fine balance. I didn't want Obi leaving the game. I definitely didn't want Obi leaving the game. But where I'm coming from is I understand a little bit the coach's dilemma. That's all I'm saying. Let me get to Ari's call. I'm hearing he's back and he's hot. It's Friday night. It's 11:30.
He's mad because you made him wait an hour. He's gonna go off on you.
Hey, it's a busy show. It's a busy show, man. Ari, what's going on?
Yeah. Apparently, day one, guys, from 2017, when there was 900 subs, don't get any easy pass action. But who am I to talk about that?
We were going to give you the closer role tonight.
That's what I said. We were going to give him the closer role. We didn't know where Jay Boogie was at, man.
All right. Well, give me the closer role on Monday through Thursday. When it comes to Friday, come on.
Like, you gotta hit the streets. We know that. We know that. All right, let's go.
All right, I got 4 minutes till the 4 train comes. All right, so, first of all, all right, Ashley, you're taking a lot of my takes tonight, and 2 weeks ago you were saying, I'm never gonna forgive Ari for saying to trade Julius Randle when this.
I don't think we should trade Julius Randle. I still like Randle. Don't get it twisted.
Okay, I'm just saying you're sounding a lot like me. That's all I'm saying. But it's okay. I agree with you tonight, and it's unfortunate I have to agree with you tonight, but I do agree with you. So let's just talk quick. We'll talk about Randle and Tibbs. So with regards to Randle, I just don't understand why people are so shocked that he's not the guy from last year. It just boggles my mind how people are shocked about that. Last year was a COVID year. There was nobody in the stands. Half the teams didn't even care to play basketball. There was rules and regulations. You couldn't leave your hotel room. Half these guys are 21 years old. They were worrying about their families. And Tibbs is out playing every game is the NBA Finals, and there was no fans in the stands. Every other data point from Randle from 2019 to when fans came back in the stands for the playoffs shows that he is not a max guy. And they signed him to an extension before they even had to sign him to an extension, which makes no sense. I was the only guy in this freaking chat.
Family show. It's Friday night, though. Go ahead.
Family show. I was the only guy in this chat, all right, who was saying, why rush the decision? Let's see if Obi can show us something. Let's see if Randle could prove that he is capable of being the max player that he showed that he was last year when there was no fans in the stands. Everybody laughed at me. CP, listen to this, all right? You guys did the closing lineup. You guys did your closing lineup, and I said Julius Randle has not proven he should be even on the floor during the closing lineup, all right? And you hung up the phone on me, all right?
The 4 train is coming. All right, man. Be safe, bro. Be safe in the streets, bro.
Listen, I'm vindicated tonight. Sorry, Ari. Hashtag sorry, Ari. All right, hashtag sorry, Ari.
His line is terrible.
Tibbs, listen, shout out JCal. Shout out JCal, but Tibbs is looking like Fizdale, so it's Tibbsdale for me. All right, Tibbsdale, baby.
Not
right?
Tib Tony.
Tibbsdale, all right.
All right. I gotta let you go because your line is cracking up. Be safe in the streets, man. It's 11:30 on the Iron Horse, man. Be safe, man. Watch your back at all times. Stand clear to closing doors. All right.
Bing bong.
Ari coming with that smoke, man. I had to find the curse beater, man. I didn't know he was gonna go off, but it is 11:30.
I told you we need that button.
Yeah, we need the button.
I still think Randall's deal is a bargain in terms of the market. The market is just.
I do too.
He's on a team. He's on a team that he is, considered the number one option. So yeah. I definitely understand the frustrations.
What do you guys think in the chat, man? 1 for trash, 5 for facts. Ari's call.
That Tibbsdale line was cold. That was
I kind of felt that one. I kind of felt that one.
That one was cold. That hurt me, and that wasn't even aimed at me.
Yeah, I kind of felt that one by Ari, man. He came in hot. He came in with the flamethrower tonight.
If people think that in this NBA business, when Jaren Jackson and these guys are getting 100 million and role players are getting 50, 60 million, that if Randall, even with the numbers he's putting now, he's putting almost 20 and 10 numbers. He goes into free agency, he's still, somebody's giving him the max. Because you know why? A small market team will give him the max because a small market team, they don't care about Randall's mental stuff in New York. That doesn't apply in a small market team. The way that players play here, look at Fournier. Fournier is playing scared. He's tentative.
He's scared to shoot. He's scared to shoot.
There's an element to playing in New York City that is above, maybe you can say, the Lakers, maybe Boston, Philly. Like there's an element to playing in those cities that's above the rest of the market. And the way the contracts are going, his contract to me is still a bargain. And as we go along and you see the money go up, salary cap goes up, year in, year out, his deal is going to look even better. But I agree 100% with Ari in terms of, the frustrations about his play at this point.
Yeah. No question. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Ash, how many likes we got? We got 1,100 people in here. How many likes we got tonight?
Mine says 541, but let me refresh and see
we got to get those up. Well, let's get those likes up.
Yeah, 541. 11 dislikes. Those are probably the Nets fans in the chat.
Oh, you still have dislikes on your screen? I thought you two got rid of the dislikes.
No, I have dislikes.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have dislikes?
Nah, you got to refresh, man.
I did refresh. It says now there's 11 dislikes.
Oh, okay. We don't worry about that anyway. But supposedly
it's all the Nets fans.
Probably.
Well, it's probably the Hawks fans because they lost tonight. They're 4-9.
Yeah.
So. The Hawks got bigger issues than to worry about what's going on. Hawks got
a lot of issues,
right?
man. Hawks have a lot of issues. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna go to Mike. We're gonna go to Mars NYC on the Discord. Then we're going to go to, that's a lot of people in here. We're not going to get to everybody, but we're going to get to Mike from the Bay Area. Lost my guy from Bahamas. My fault for the guy from Bahamas. Area. We're going to go to Hasib from Williamsport, and then we're going to close with J Boogie. All right, so that's going to be the order. If you didn't get in, we'll be back on Knicks Weekly on Sunday, so definitely call in, man. But, it's a lot of people. We try to get as many people as we can. It just, we got to keep it brief. All right, Mars NYC. Mars, what's going on? On the Discord. Yo,
can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, so what's good, y'all?
Yeah, are you on speakerphone, bro?
Nah, I'm on my AirPods.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Go ahead.
Hold up. Hold up, y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. Whatever you just did, much better, bro.
All right, so I just wanted to point out, like, in the beginning of the season, it looked like the offense, like, we were rolling on the offense. Like, we had that 2-game going with Randall and Fournier. Like, RJ looked better in the beginning of the season. And now, with the starting 5, like, we just look lost. Like, nobody knows what they're doing on the offensive end no more.
Yeah.
And we look terrible. And it's almost like every game, at one point or another, we getting saved by the bench. And tonight, in the fourth quarter, we was tied 93-93 when Randall came in for Obi. And then we ended the game with 96 points.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's just looking lost. Like, the whole starting 5, nobody's flowing together. There's no offensive plays being ran for anybody. Like, we just look terrible until the bench comes in the game. Mitch is looking slow. Mitch looks like he's playing in Tim's. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Not Tim's.
You're right. It is frustrating to see.
It's frustrating to see because I thought Mitch was going to come back and I thought he was going to be a beast, bro. And now he's coming out looking slow. He looked like he got 2 left feet out there. Like, I'm a fan of Mitch, but, like, he need to get his body back. He needs to get his body under control.
Yeah, I'm just not sure, I'm just not sure, man. I'm not sure what it is with Mitch right now. So it's hard for me to really just go in on him because that's my guy. Plus, I felt like
I'm not going in on him, but I'm just saying, it's like he put on his weight, and it's like he doesn't know how to play in his own body anymore.
I'm with you, man. Clyde said it on the telecast today. Clyde said it takes some time to adjust. So I could agree with it.
Yeah, that's all I had to say, y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
I love the show. Appreciate it. I appreciate the call.
Yes, sir.
And like the video. Let's break that
Absolutely, man.
YouTube algorithm.
Thank you, bro. Thanks a lot, man. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Mike from the Bay Area and then the Fishers on the Discord. I got to get to the Fishers, man, because he's been holding us down all week. He's been following CP the Franchise on every show that I did. He was on the SNY show this week, the putback with Ian Begley, so shout out to the Fishers. And then he came through. I was on NBA Exchange with Dexter Henry, so shout out to the Fishers, man. He was definitely in the chat for all that. So, Mike from Bay Area, you up next, man.
I think we should have signed Oubre Jr. during the offseason. A great defender, doesn't shrink from the moment. You saw tonight, he had some big threes in crunch time. Fournier just gets beat too often on the first step of the who he's defending. You can't allow that. He has to, be quick enough laterally to stop that. It's not even on the screen. He's just one-on-one with the guy. And you saw tonight who's on the floor at the end of the game, Oubre and not Fourier.
Hey, that's a fair point, Mike. The only thing with Oubre, man, and this was my favorite part of the game, even though we lost. They're up, I think it's the same score, and it's 30-something seconds left. And Charlotte gets the rebound. They pass it to Oubre in the corner, and he jacks up a three. And then they immediately show MJ up in the owner's suite beside himself. MJ looked like he's ready to trade Oubre on that boneheaded play. He's that type of player. I don't like that. We don't need that right now. That J.R. Smith type of like knucklehead stuff. Yes, he can get hot. I also think he's a chuck at times. And then he makes a decision like that. I mean, MJ was about to lose hair, and you don't got no hair left.
So you got no love for the Tsunami Poppy?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I was good on that. I was good.
And that's been the epitome of his career so far.
Yeah.
Last game he had 37 points against the Grizzlies. Tonight he has 12 points. He goes 4 for 13, albeit a few big shots, but the inconsistency in his play has transferred over into his, decision making, and even on defense, sometimes he doesn't always, bring it on the defensive end. He's a talented defender, but he's not a consistent defender. So we would have seen the same type of inconsistencies here with New York, and I mean, I don't think the Knicks are missing out on him.
Yeah, I don't think so. But thanks for the call, Mike. All right, we're going to go to the Fishers, and then I got an announcement I got to make, an unfortunate announcement, and then we're going to go to J Boogie, man. The Fishers up next on the Discord. The Fishers, what's going on? The Fishers.
Come on, man.
Not their moment. It's a shine.
Yeah, here he is. Yo.
Hello?
Yo, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. It's your time, man. Let's go.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Hello.
Nah, yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Yo, my big statement, CP, Ashley, JD, I hope you guys have fantastic nights. RJ and Evan cannot play on the floor together at all. Like, that is my biggest takeaway. Like, with that being said, like, they get ice cold right out on the wing.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem with that is, especially with no playmaking from a playmaker, Kemba, this is the most time he driven to the paint the whole career. Like, his whole season as a Knick, I've seen more drives to the paint tonight and creating in that first quarter than the whole season.
No question.
And that was like really nice. But RJ needs to be playing with the second unit. You got to get him involved with Obi Toppin. You got to get him involved with Manuel quickly. Burks, within the first 6 minutes, they put Burks in, and then running with the first unit, and that was running really nice.
Yeah, you like my guy Burks? Yeah, I like him, man. That's what he does. That's what he's capable of doing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially like carrying like that little bit of time into the second unit, but then put in RJ with the youngins. Put RJ with Obi. Put RJ with Emmanuel. Have RJ run with Mitch. and then I feel that they can be cooking, and then get Alec Burks back involved with the first unit, but then incorporate RJ with Evan because that chemistry needs to work. Because without it, like that's wasting money right there on Evan.
Yeah, it's frustrating, man. And thanks for the call. Thanks for supporting us, man. You was rocking with us, all week, man. Definitely appreciate that. Appreciate the support, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did not want to agree on RJ not finishing as a Knick with that take.
Yeah, that was Sean Farmer.
That.
He had me going crazy on that one, man. He had me going. I wasn't agreeing with him on that one. Sean Farmer, athletic trainer, saying that he didn't think RJ was going to finish his career with the Knicks, but that was his opinion. I do like RJ running with that second unit. Maybe that's a potential rotational change because I think that second unit runs, and I think that's his game. His game is transition. But he's also missing a lot of threes. He's missing a lot of those open shots that he would hit early in the year as well. So we just got to find our groove offensively, man. But it'll come. It'll definitely come. All right, real quick, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. The announcement I wanted to make was, as we said, man, the channel has been growing a lot. And as, we're creeping up on 45,000 subscribers. And so, with growth comes opportunities. With growth comes more exposure. And with that growth comes experience, for everybody. And, I gotta let you guys know that
90 seconds.
Oh, we're losing the phones.
Wasn't me.
No,
it's okay, guys. Look, the cat's out of the bag.
Man.
I'm leaving.
No,
all right.
No.
I am the Beyonce of the group. I was bound to go solo eventually. So look, I apologize.
Not
it's
yet,
been
Ash.
real. Kelly, Michelle, I'm glad I could be part of this journey with you, but the time has come.
It's not Ash, but unfortunately,
60 seconds.
KnicksFanTV Dave is leaving KnicksFanTV tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Is his last night. Hey man, like I said, he's got a great opportunity. It's an opportunity, Dave. I'm gonna bring you on, and you could salute to the people. But like I said, when you grow and we did our thing. We did our thing for 3 years. He's been working hard. I got a lot of credit for what goes on with this thing, but there's no doubt that Dave put in a lot of work behind the scenes to get everything up, to get the podcasts up, to get KnicksFanTV.com up. He's in the chat. He's moderating the phone calls. He's doing the newsletter. He does the podcast. He's putting the advertising on the podcast. So, Dave put in a lot of work over the years, man. He was doing the fan on the street content when we first started doing that, and we were interviewing people on the street, editing videos. He's doing the social media. And so, again, he gained a lot of great experience. So, today's going to be his last day. And Dave, you on the line, man. Go ahead and salute everybody watching, bro.
Man, salute chat. 3 capital S's. Steal J Boogie's line. Thank you for having me on, CP, Ash, JD. Salute. I'm a little flustered right now. I don't know exactly what to say, but all I can say is thank you so much, CP, for giving me the opportunity. I joined when we had 10K subscribers. Like you said, I was doing man on the street. I remember I asked, who do you want to start, Trey or Frank Ntilikina at point guard? That was the first question I asked. And we got all sorts of crazy responses. I kept going back, asking more questions. That was the first experience I got. And then you told me you wanted to go behind the boards, do the phones. When I joined, no one was really screening the calls. It was still a great show, but, that helped grow us as well. And I can't thank you enough for letting me on board. JD, Ash, you guys helped blow up the show so much, which helped me as well. It helped build up the show. It helped build up my resume. Salute to everyone who has been here since day one, all the OGs. I can't shout everyone out, but, Chuck D, Ari, J Boogie, Val, Jay from Florida, the Debbie Downer. If I forget anyone, I'm sorry, but I'm a little flustered right now. I didn't know I was going to be on air, but all I can say is salute to the chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I went to school for journalism, so the end goal, is to always advance your career. But I'm always going to be in the chat no matter what. I'm always going to be supporting watching the show, watching my Knicks. But, man, I really appreciate you giving me the airtime, CP, just to thank everyone, to thank you, thank Ash and JD, and CK as well, if you're out there listening. Thank you so much, and thank you for giving me the time, CP. Really appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. No doubt. Like I said, bro.
Best of luck, Dave. I know you'll do great.
Yeah, man. You're going to do great.
Thanks, Ash.
He's going to you want me to tell him, Dave? You want me to tell him where you're going, bro?
Yeah, you can tell him, man.
Okay. So he's going to the worldwide leader of sports. He's going to Big Brother. I wasn't too pleased when I heard it, but, like I said, you gotta grow. You gotta move on, and change is inevitable. When you have these things and you grow, so it's a good thing. But like I said, make no mistake, they put in a lot of work, to help move this thing forward. So again, I gotta thank him again, and he's the one that screening the calls. I don't know who's calling if Dave's not putting it in there, and we screen the calls. We make sure we only get quality in here. And no funny business. It is a family show, so he was kind of our first line of defense when it came to coming on the show. So again, man, great work, Dave. Good luck to you, and I'm sure we'll cross paths again, man, for sure.
Everyone put a salute Dave or thanks Dave or congrats Dave in the chat. Show some love. Congratulations, Dave. Best of luck at ESPN. I know you will do fantastic.
Yeah.
And a lot of credit to the fans. The fans played a big part in the growth of the platform, which, the visibility, you never know who's watching. And the growth is a testament to KnicksFanTV. It could be a sad day for some, but it's a great day because, it also is an illustration of where this platform is going. The fact that you start from where you started, CP, and now everyone, around you is getting opportunity. So that's a great thing to see. So I just want to say thank you to the fans. Thank you to the platform, and thank you to Dave. He's definitely well-deserved. I got a chance to meet him at the Mustangs and Harry's, and I got a chance to see him work on the side while we were doing our thing. Dave is doing everything behind the scenes, and so I'm happy to see that a lot of that skill set was noticed, and he's moving on to bigger and better things.
I hope I can blow up like Dave.
You getting there, Ash? You definitely getting
close.
there.
I'm close.
Ash, you're getting close, man. Because when you're interviewing Tracy McGrady, you're not too far away.
Facts.
Listen,
Ash got Penny on the show. She got McGrady on the show. Nah, man, big things, man, big things. So, it's all good. And, Dave, if you see Kellerman on your first day on the job, tell him he's still not welcome to Knicks Nation. On behalf of CP franchise and the good people of Knicks Fan TV. He's still, tell him the bandwagon is closed if you see Kellerman. All right, let's close the show. From North Carolina. He was up in the mountains. He was putting in work. Had bad connection, but he's back now. J Boogie of North Carolina. J Boogie, what's going on?
Salute. 3 capital S's. Before I go any further, can everybody hear me? Y'all hear me clear?
Yeah, we good, man. We got you, bro. Loud and clear.
All right, salute. 3 capital S's. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody rocking with this orange and blue. Shout out to whole New York Knick Nation. I'm going to stop right there for a moment. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give a big shout out to my man, Super Dave. I call you Super Dave, man, because you're a super person. Super Dave is the main reason why I don't call on the Discord. I like calling on this line because every time I call, me and Super Dave, we always have one-on-one conversations. That means a lot when you could just talk to somebody about some real-life things, you know what I'm saying, before you go on the air to do anything, you know what I'm saying? So Super Dave, I want to congratulate you, salute you. You deserve where you're heading. Keep going, keep pushing. You got another uplift coming to you. The great thing about it, you was in position to receive. A lot of people ask for blessings, but don't put themselves in position to receive their blessings, and it takes them that much longer to get them. When you're in position and you're asking, he's waiting for your position so he can give you your blessings. It's good to know. It's better to know a person from afar than to be close with a person and don't know him. I never met Dave in my life, but outside of not meeting him and conversating with him and dealing with him on this phone and this KnicksFanTV network, I feel like I know him all my life. Congratulations to you, my brother. You deserve much more than flowers. You deserve everything that you're receiving right now. Blessings to you and your family, my brother. Let me give out a little bit more flowers to my man, Chuck D. God bless you. You deserve every major award it is in life. That's how special you are. That's how special you've been throughout our lives. Many, many, many years you've been telling us things. Jay from Florida, it's okay when a legend says something that you were thinking of. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been thinking and saying things throughout his life for us to receive at this point in their time for many, many years. God bless you, my brother. Chuck D, you're the greatest, man. Y'all James Brown of rap. You deserve that cake, man. I love you, my brother. CP, man, great GM, great manager, great man he is, man. This is the platform and everything that you building and you put together, man. You putting together nothing but hitters, you know what I'm saying? You see what Super Dave going, you know what I'm saying? You see what Miss Moss is doing. Now you got JD. You see what CK, you know what I'm saying? You spreading your wings, you know what I'm saying? Like that song say, fly your way. You spreading your wings for us, man. And your boy Jay Boogie get ready to drop this album in December. So a lot of things is happening up under you, and we highly appreciate you doing what you're doing, because if you ain't doing what you're doing, then we can't pursue and do what we're doing. And everybody that's up under you, we're following our suit. A lot of people don't follow their suits, and they don't hold their position they supposed to be in. They want to go jump and go do something else. Trust and believe, chat, when I tell you, if I wanted to come out with a podcast or a show, it'll be flame. But that's not my positioning. I'm a motivated speaker. You know what I'm saying? I give real life situations to people. I can't be behind those boards like some of these great people are doing. So when we ask you to hit that like button, appreciate what the work that somebody is doing, because those are major players in those positions. I play my position. I can't do that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use somebody. I don't do that. I play my position. This is what I am, the closer. You know what I'm saying? The closer. I come on the show at the end, the closer, to give motivational speak where you can feel good about resting tonight and waking up tomorrow and feel appreciated of life when your eyelids get unattached, man. That's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just want to downgrade the New York Knicks Nation. No, stop downgrading us while we're going to. You spoiled from last year, and you didn't even know we would get ready to do that. So now this year you're looking for so much. You still overlooking the point that they still got to grow and be together. Patience a little bit more. That's what we need, some patience. Everybody saying about dude, in 3 weeks from now, people be saying, I wish he'd have been playing like that 2 weeks ago, talking about what's happening right now. Be patient and let the team grow, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta was the same way last year. It got hot at the end. So I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, go through my struggles right now and get to where I need to go and get strong at the end of the season. Let us grow. Be patient, man. Don't give up on your team. Don't throw us under the bus. Don't want to trade players. Don't crucify the team, man. Just be patient and let everybody grow, man. I don't want to talk too much about basketball, because I ain't seen no basketball really in a whole week. I've been in the mountains. I ain't even been able to write rhymes. I can't even use my phone. But now I'm back. So now this is what it is. Indiana Pacers, here we come. God bless everybody. Stay healthy and safe. The thing is out there. I love you all. Keep doing what you're doing. Be successful. Prosper in your life. Remember, you're your own roadblock. Go for your success and succeed in it.
Jay Boogie, what a Sunday style sermon, Ash.
Listen,
on a Friday night,
started talking about being aligned to receive your blessings. I don't know about y'all. I got chills.
Yeah, it was real.
Praise God.
That was real. That was real, man. Shout out to Jay Boogie. Much needed, you know, and preaching patience. Patience for this team. And so 13 games in, 7-6 on the campaign. We got time. Certainly there's concerns, as I said. There's definitely concerns, but we got time. We definitely got time. So
listen,
I definitely. Go ahead, Ash.
No, quickly, just the fact that everyone's so riled up and so upset. Like they tell you in therapy, to hate something or to be very upset by something, you have to love it. It's when you're indifferent that is the problem. So as long as the passion is there, the relationship stands a chance.
Yeah.
Once you become indifferent is when the real concern comes up. So we're in a good space. We're in a good space in our relationship.
Yeah.
It's just a little rough patch. That's all.
Just a little rough patch.
and I was just
marriage.
I was just gonna say I can't see a scenario where the Washington Wizards end the season as the number one seed as they are today, and after tonight as the Chicago Bulls are losing 86-62 going into the fourth.
Yeah,
they'll be 8-4. So the Wizards will be by themselves, at that one spot. So there's a lot of basketball to be played and a lot of things left to be decided. So
no doubt about it, JD. That's no doubt. And as you say, the Bulls are getting scraped in the fourth quarter. And what does my guy DeMar DeRozan have? 11 points. So it looks like CP is due for a Prize Picks win. Let's go. I like that. Well, hey, it wasn't the $200 I was looking for. I put in $20 to win $200, but I still come up a winner. And you guys can too by playing Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com or download the app. Enter promo code KFTV for a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Also, as you know, this show is presented by Manscaped. Fellas, go get that Lawnmower 4.0 or ask your lady to get that for you for Christmas. That would be a nice stocking stuffer, no pun intended. And yeah, man, it would be great. It would be great. She will thank you for it, and you will thank her for it. Because Christmas time is coming, fellas, or whatever holiday you celebrate. Go to manscaped.com, enter promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Ash, that was freestyle, straight off the dome, no pun intended. Freestyle. I'm freestyling tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Ash was really leaving. She comes in with the all black on, So straight I'm thinking, Hollywood.
Straight Hollywood,
bro. She's gonna fill up the hospitals tonight. It's gonna be a lot of funeral homes, a lot of caskets with these, with the chat.
I'm like Leo in The Wolf of Wall Street. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
That's all facts, man. Once again, salute to all the mods. Gotta be legend, man. I gotta get you that hat, man. I'll put that in the mail tomorrow for sure. Let me read the rest of the super chat before we go. We gotta do this in a timely manner because I gotta get this replay in for the replay gang. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to Kenny Gales for the super chat. He says, salute Dave. Amid Belford, super chat says, salute Dave. We the fans got to make KFTV as big as ESPN or bigger. The territory is growing for KFTV. Blessing to the entire team. CP Ashley, JD, salute. Ray Rivera says, CP, you better lock up JD. We need y'all together. Go Knicks. Salute to Ash. Bill Peter Friend, $20 super chat. Bill, thank you very much. Maxwell Walter, $20 super chat says, not freaking out about RJ because he's so young and always has shown growth, but Randall gave me Ben Simmons vibes when he didn't take the layup and missed 3 straight free throws. Hashtag not good. Hashtag get those likes up. Let's get those likes up, people. Hit that thumbs up on the feed, boys. King Matthews, $10 super chat says, LOL, imagine comparing Tibbs to Fizdale. Anyway, another game that got me pissed. SMH anyway. RJ and Julius got to step it up. Evan got to stop hesitating. And one day, I want to call in if I have the time. Yeah, King Matthews, man, you spent a lot of Skrilla with us, man. You got to call in, bro. You got to call in. Michael Ellis. Randall needs to go. He and RJ don't mesh well. Ego too fragile, and he pouts. Tibbs needs to have a platoon mentality. Starters have no legs in the fourth. David Claudio says, give Randall 30 minutes and Obi 18 or play both. Jesus. David Cunningham, thanks for the super chat. Ryan Hamilton, Chuck D, thanks as always for everything. CT Pittman, thank you. ML Productions. Fat Boy with Kick says, we going from the 50 burger to the White Castle Crave Case 30 pack.
Oh, Lord. Hey, White Castle be smacking, though, so don't diss White Castle.
Y'all got White Castle or Crystals down there, Ash? What they got in Miami?
Whenever I'm in New York, I make sure I get my White Castle extra onions on my burgers, please. Thank you. No cheese. I just need the burger, the bun, and some extra chopped onions, maybe some pickles. Fire.
Extra onions. Hopefully not on date night, but hey, enjoy it.
I don't do dates.
You committed to the grind. You date the grind. All right, no doubt. Edwin R says, please get Randall off my team. Dizzy Messiah, thanks for the super chat. Gregory Castillo, thank you. Kane Marco says Ash was 1,000,000% right. If Randall breaks because he was taken out, then he's stinking up. Then when he's stinking up the joint, then we don't need him. We need to see what he's made of, and now is the time to find out. Kenny Gales, $10 super chat. The way the starters are playing, we're not getting no burgers. The bench brought all the food, and the starters just brought plates and napkins looking for a plate. Ash is right, hitting Tibbs with them bars. Tom Herrera says Bubble Boy Randall is a bad influence on RJ too. Amid Belfort, Knicks don't have any killer instinct, can't be up 19 and just relax. The Eastern Conference this year is bringing all the smoke. Hey Randall, your mentor was the Black Mamba. Did you learn any killer instinct? Shout out to Liggy, says Australian super chatter, Austrian, says ban Julius from bringing the ball up. Make him fight for position in the post to open space. Man's noticing that all around the world, man. Julius with the ball in his hands is a disaster. Paul Quick, thanks a lot. Steve Rodriguez, thank you. Junior Caroma, appreciate it. JCal, appreciate it. Paul Robinson sends a super chat, says we forgot he took out a 25.100% field goal percent Rivers. Lou R says the momentum changed once Tibbs put the starters back in with 3 minutes left. They quickly scored. That energy the starters got is iffy sometimes. Albert Baez says hashtag let Obi fly. Hashtag free Obi. Play him or trade him. Y'all think he can play the 3? I don't think so, sir. His footwork is looking solid on defense. Kane Marco, appreciate it. David Claudio, I'm tired of Randall and tired first and third quarter. Tired of playing Randall and tired first and third. Ryan Malmo, Chuck D sends a $20 super chat, says it's going to be at least 10 more losses like this if the starters don't learn each other and their system. That's a fact. The bench knows each other, and it looks like they eat, hang to go to the movies together. You win or you learn. I need my glasses tonight. Each other soon. Amid Belfort says Tibbs, $20 super chat. Tibbs' inability and his reluctance to make the right moves is costing us games. The offense is plain and vanilla, no flow to it. Coach is holding the L, not making adjustments. He looks like a first-year coach out there. Tom Herrera says, fun fact, Rose and Obi both rank in the top 30 in the league. Why does Tibbs hate Obi? Did he eat his pizza rolls? Starting 5-0 chemistry. Starting 5 has zero chemistry. Sorry. Kenny Gale says Thomas Joseph Thibodeau clearly off the Casamigos. No way we look at the bench playing the way Obi is playing and go, nah, put the starters back in. Free Obi. Ray Matos, free Obi. Ray Matos again, historically bad. Greg Film Stuff says CP, thanks for coming on the podcast earlier today. I produce. Oh, shout out to Greg Film Stuff. No doubt. NY is in a rough patch. I wonder if the Knicks, if Kemba's missed layup late lost the game. Also confused when Julius came in for Obi because the energy died. Definitely was a buzzkill, no pun intended. Paul Robinson says Ben to NY is dumber than Westbrook to LA. David Claudio, start IQ over Ev. Ev can't guard his own shadow. Well, you can't do that, man. You can't start 3 guards in the lineup. Paul Robinson says, you might have been right. David Claudio again, as soon as Randall subbed in for Obi, I knew it was game over. Yeah, I wasn't confident either. Pro Cannon Cayman says, why all of a sudden we firing our most productive and winning coach for the last 2 decades out like he's moldy pizza? Cassius Clay, last super chat says, Julius Randle will win the 2021-22 Most Unimproved Award. I feel Obi has earned the right to close these games. All right, people. Hey, man, listen. That was a great show. Once again, Super Dave, appreciate it. All the mods, appreciate it. And we'll be back Monday, man. Knicks versus the Pacers. Let's bounce back, man. CP, Ashley Moss, JD Sports Talk. We out of here.